While it's critical that we reach net zero and we won't cease doing damage to the climate system until we reach that, we must recognise that we are increasing climate risk to society. And climate adaptation is the actions required to actually make us resilient to the climate change that we are already seeing and the further climate change that is inevitable until we reach net zero emissions. The annual review makes abundantly clear that adaptation is the poor cousin to mitigation in a national context. We do not yet take adaptation seriously enough nationally or locally. We do not fund adaptation actions sufficiently. We are looking at a fragmented landscape of adaptation actions. We are perhaps somewhat stronger on planning than we are on actually undertaking the actions. And of course, adaptation is inherently a local process because the risk profile is very different, for example, in Donegal than it is in Wexford. The recommendations make abundantly clear that the biggest impediment to adaptation is undoubtedly finance. We do not have a budget for adaptation. We have no metrics to track the success or otherwise of the actual actions we are undertaking to try to make ourselves more resilient to the changing climate. The biggest single adaptation need priority immediately is a national coastal management plan. This matters because sea level is a problem that is with us here and now. It's important to note that sea levels will continue to rise for thousands of years even after we cease emissions of greenhouse gases, and therefore we need to undertake meaningful action. We need to start deciding what coastline to cede to the sea, what coastline to protect, why, and we need to recognise the limitations in what we can do. We cannot possibly protect every metre of the coastline.